first off, I want to say that you look great for somebody who I imagine hasn't slept in about 3 weeks.
You know what? I've gotten great sleep the past couple nights, so I'm feeling much better than when you saw me at the thing the other day.
Well, I thought you looked great. I was like, he looks quite refreshed.
I was dying on that day. I was dying.
Now, it's well documented that you guys went back and forth on the trunks, but can you confirm if Superman will be the only DC character who wears them?
I would never know, because we haven't decided. And, listen, the trunks are good. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I mean, I think it's less likely that some other characters would have trunks than Superman. It's much more a part of Superman's costume, I think, than it is Batman's, even though he's had, trunks a lot in the comics.
Well, I also think, too, that the way that you guys sort of explained that away is so great. Another thing that I want to say I love was the HYPNO glasses. Oh, my God. That was, what a great explanation.
That's canon in the comics.
Is it? I didn't know that. I thought you came up with
it's kind of been forgotten, but that's from the comics. And I was sitting with Tom King, the comic book writer, which everyone at Comicbook.com probably knows. And I was like, the thing that I just don't really know how to reconcile in myself is the glasses, because the glasses have always bothered me. As a kid, they bothered me because I don't have that much suspension of disbelief to believe that, they're two different people. Even though I think out of all the actors that have played Superman, Cornsweet looks the most different as Clark Kent to Superman, even more so than Chris Reeves. But he said, there's an answer for that in the comics. It's canon that they're HYPNO glasses, that they hypnotize people. So
I actually wish they were real, because I would look a lot more attractive to people if they were. But
when you have your glasses on?
When I have my HYPNO glasses
on. What if they made you uglier?
Well, I would think you could program them.
Oh, can you program them?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We're just making up stuff now.
Yeah.
But I want to know, what do you imagine people actually see Clark looking like? And was there ever a thought about giving the audience a peek at that altered perception?
I never did think about that, because I don't, I wanted to kind of be with Clark as Clark. I have something in my head of what he looks like, and I don't think it's that different. It's just a little different.
Just like bigger nose?
I think it's a little, when I imagine it, it's just a little bit more of a fuller face. It would be something that would be easy to sort of, probably a little bit more of a bulbous nose, fuller face.
Right.
He looks a little bit blockier in my mind when he's got the HYPNO glasses on.
Now, traditionally in the comics, something else I want to ask about is Lex usually has LexCorp, but in this movie it's Luthor Corp. So I wanted to know if that was sort of a nod to his lineage, or what was the thought behind that decision?
Well, when I was making this movie, I really was taking stuff from all sorts of different comic books and TV shows and movies, and I'm a Smallville fan, It was Luthor Corp in Smallville, and so it is that, but it also left the door, first of all, most people don't name their corporations after their first names.
Right.
So I believed it more in terms of that, and also, it leaves the door open for, was his father in any way ever a part of this, or his mother?
Now, Superman's too young to remember Krypton, which is pretty integral to the story, I think.
Yes.
But Kara's trauma is really rooted in what she remembers there. So I was curious, is there a possibility that we're going to see flashbacks of Krypton in Supergirl as a result?
Well, that's always a possibility. But I think those things are really integral to the two characters and the differences between them, and that Clark really does have sort of this, really happy childhood. I mean, he had parents who loved him and an easygoing upbringing. And it makes him, the least dysfunctional of superheroes in so many ways. And Supergirl, especially the DCU Supergirl, she's kind of a mess. I mean, she's had real issues growing up. I mean, and it is based on the comic where, she watched person after person after person dying in front of her as, her piece of the planet disintegrated.
I have to ask about this. Matt Reeves teased yesterday that he's finished with the Batman 2 script. So have you even had time to skim the script yet?
I have not. I'm like so excited to read it, and I'm hoping I can read it on the plane to London tomorrow, but I might fall asleep, so we'll see.
Now, so far we've got 3 Guardians in the mix. I mean, you've got Bradley and Palm and Sean in there. Do you have any specific roles?
And Rooker's also one of the robots.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you have any other specific roles in mind for the others yet?
Well, first of all, Rooker and Palm, they came in as a favor and did a little Easter egg of their voices as robots, so they weren't actually something I'll reveal to you. You'll know Jen Holland from my wife is also the robot at the end. Oh, she's just not credited.
Oh, so that's cool.
I actually recorded her on my phone. I said, I need a robot that's not really interested in what number 4 is saying. Listen, Chris Pratt's still one of my closest friends in the world.
Chris.
And I am always looking for something for him, but also, I mean, the others too. I mean, he and Palm are the ones that I see the most and I'm the closest with. So they're, and Rooker. So I'm always looking for stuff from them. But also Rooker is also in Peacemaker season 2.